Okay, let's unpack this. Ever have that feeling where, your English is decent, people understand you, but something just feels off?
Yeah, like maybe a bit too stiff.
Or formal?
Exactly. Like you sound like you're reading, even when you're just chatting.
It's that gap, isn't it, between just getting the words out and actually sounding, well, natural. Fluent. It's a common thing people hit.
Totally. And that's really what you're diving into today. We've
hmm
been looking at some material that zeroes in on exactly those habits, the things learners often do that kind of signal, I'm still learning instead of I'm just talking.
Right. So our goal here is basically to pull out the key takeaways from that. Pinpoint those little things that might be making you sound less native and give you some really concrete stuff you can actually use, like starting now.
So if you're aiming to move past that textbook English phase and really want to start sounding more like a native speaker in everyday conversation, this is for you. Let's get into it.
So one of the first big things the material flagged, it's something that actually comes from trying to be good at English. It's pronouncing every single word perfectly clearly.
Like, I am going to.
Yeah. Which, feels right when you're learning. You want to be clear.
But native speakers just don't talk like that in normal conversation.
Oh.
It sounds a bit...
Yeah.
The material used the word robotic.
Huh. Yeah, it did. So what's the alternative then?
It's all about reductions. Flow.
Mm.
Linking words together. The classic example is going to. Almost nobody says going to fully enunciated all the time.
Right. It becomes
Gonna. I'm going to go. What are you going to do? It just flows much better.
And the material stress, this isn't like lazy speaking.
Right at all. It's just how spoken English works. It's efficient. It's natural. It's actually a sign of fluency. If you want to sound more native, using these common reductions is like step one.
Okay. Got it.
Instead of going to.
Got
it. What else? Was there something about individual words too, not just linking? Yeah, definitely. Related point, actually. Sometimes learners add extra syllables, again, trying to be super clear, but ends up sounding kind of unnatural.
Ah, okay. Like the example they used, comfortable.
Exactly. That's a huge one. Learners often say comfortable, 4 syllables.
Mm-hmm.
But native speakers, almost always, it's more like comfortable, 3 syllables. That middle one just disappears.
Comfortable. Okay, I hear that now.
The material called that specific one a game changer, and honestly, I think it is. Once you notice it, it makes a big difference.
Yeah, I can see that. They had another one too, right? Probably.
Oh, yeah, probably. 3 clear syllables.
Which sounds fine, like grammatically correct.
It's correct, yeah. But again, it's not how most people say it casually. It's usually more like probably.
Probably 2 syllables.
Or even like super common, just probably.
Probably. Like, I'll probably go later.
Exactly. I'm probably going to leave soon. Saying probably just sounds a bit stiff, a bit too textbook. Whereas probably gonna feels much more like real-life conversation.
Yeah. Okay, so it's about finding that natural rhythm, not just the dictionary pronunciation. Makes sense. What about whole phrases? Did the source mention things like greetings or common expressions?
Oh, for sure. That was the third big area, getting stuck using phrases that sound like they came straight out of, well, an old textbook.
Let me guess. Hello, how are you today?
Bingo. That was the prime example.
And the take was?
Haha. Pretty blunt. Basically cringe. Nobody actually talks like that in casual situations.
Right. It sounds so formal, like you're meeting the queen or something.
Or making a customer service call, maybe. But not with friends, not colleagues you know well.
So what are the better, more natural alternatives they suggested?
Just the normal stuff you hear all the time. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Hey, how are you? Even just, hey, simple, casual.
Much more relaxed. So the takeaway is ditch the super formal stuff you learned in Chapter 1 if you're just having a normal chat.
Yeah, basically. Be aware of the context. Don't use phrases that, like the material said, sound like they're from a grammar book from 1985.
Yeah.
Update your phrase book.
Good advice. Okay, so we've got over-articulating weird syllables and old-fashioned phrases. What was the last big point?
This one was more about the mindset, actually. It's about getting stuck in your head, overthinking grammar rules while you're trying to speak.
The grammar paralysis. I know that feeling.
Yeah, you're trying to talk, but your brain is like, wait, is it have gone or went? Is it the or a? Which preposition? And you just freeze.
And the material called that a big mistake, right? Why?
Because, and this was a really key line, confidence beats perfection every time.
I like that.
The point is, aiming for perfect grammar on the fly often just stops you from communicating at all. It's better to just speak. Focus on getting your message across, sounding, real. Mistakes will happen. That's fine.
So fluency and just sounding natural is more important than perfect accuracy in the moment.
In most everyday situations, absolutely. The material even gave an example. Saying something like, I got to do it confidently, is actually better communication than pausing for 10 seconds trying to get the future tense perfect and sounding hesitant.
Right. Don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good or the enemy of just talking.
Exactly. Prioritize that confident flow.
Okay, so let's pull this all together then. 4 main things from the material to help you sound less like a learner, more like a native. First, stop saying every single word super clearly. Use those natural reductions like gonna.
Right. Second, watch out for adding extra syllables to words like comfortable or probably. Say them like natives do, comfortable, probably.
Third, ditch the old textbook greetings like hello, how are you today for casual chat. Go with hey, what's up or how's it going?
And finally, number 4, don't freeze up over grammar. Confidence and sounding real often matter more than perfect accuracy. Just talk.
It really boils down to aiming for authenticity, doesn't it? Not just textbook correctness.
That's the core idea. The goal isn't to be perfect. It's to sound real. Like you actually belong in the conversation.
And the material had a really direct challenge for everyone listening, right?
Yeah, it's basically ask yourself honestly, are you still saying going to all the time? Are you pronouncing comfortable with 4 syllables? Are you using those stiff greetings?
And if the answer is yes,
And if the advice was clear, stop. Like make a conscious decision today to stop doing that. Start practicing the native versions we talked about. That's how you level up.
it's about making that intentional shift, isn't it? Moving from just, can they understand me, to, do I sound natural?
Precisely. Don't just aim to be understood. Aim to connect.
Which leaves us with that final, really powerful thought from the material, kind of a call to action.
Stop sounding like a student.
Start speaking like a native. Give it a try today.